Imagine holding a single quarter in your hand, a coin so common that billions have passed through cash registers and vending machines without a second thought, yet a single 1970 Washington quarter with a tiny mint mistake recently sold for an astonishing $9,281 at auction, and the shocking truth is that this treasure was struck right in your lifetime. Hiding in plain sight inside old coin jars and forgotten change across America. Welcome to Coins Heritage, where we hunt for the hidden fortunes lurking in everyday pocket change, and today we are diving deep into one of the most deceptive coins in American history, the 1970 Washington quarter, a coin that looks exactly like billions of others but has secretly made collectors thousands of dollars richer, and by the end of this video, you will know exactly what to look for to find your own fortune. The year 1970 was a time of turmoil and transformation, a world of Vietnam War protests, the Apollo 13 crisis, and the Beatles breaking up, but while the world was captivated by these seismic events, the United States Mint was quietly striking quarters at the Denver Mint, producing a staggering 417,341,364 coins marked with a tiny D, making the 1970 D one of the most heavily minted quarters of the entire clad Washington series. The Washington quarter itself was born in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, when sculptor John Flanagan's elegant design was chosen over Laura Garden Fraser's competing submission, and Flanagan's iconic portrait has remained virtually unchanged for nearly a century. The obverse features a left-facing bust of George Washington based on Jean-Antoine Houdon's famous 18th-century sculpture, with the word Liberty at the top, the motto I in God We Trust to the left of Washington's neck, and the date 1970 centered at the bottom. The reverse displays a majestic heraldic eagle with wings fully extended, clutching a bundle of arrows in one talon and an olive branch in the other, with the words United States of America at the top, $quarter at the bottom, and the motto E Pluribus Unum above the eagle's head. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel over a pure copper center, weighs 5.67 grams, measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter, and features a reeded edge. Most circulated 1970 D quarters are worth exactly their face value of 25 cents, but the moment you step into mint state grades, the value begins to climb, with an MS-65 example valued around $16, an MS-66 reaching approximately $22, and an MS-67 bringing about $50 according to the Graysheet price guide. Push that to the rarefied air of MS-68, and the value soars to $2,500, while the absolute finest known example graded MS-68 Plus by PCGS has been evaluated at an incredible $10,000. But the real treasure is in the errors, and this is where the 1970 D quarter becomes truly legendary, starting with the most famous of them all, the 1970 D Washington quarter struck on dime thickness stock. In 1970 at the Denver Mint, a coil of metal intended for dimes, much thinner than quarter stock, was accidentally fed into the quarter blanking press, and the mistake was not discovered until after thousands of blanks were struck into quarter dollars. Some estimates suggest that more than 100,000 of these thin planchet errors were released into circulation, and while a normal quarter weighs 5.67 grams, these thin error coins weigh just 4.24 grams, a difference that is immediately noticeable when you hold one in your hand. While dime stock quarter dollars can be found in many years between 1965 and 1992, the 1970 D coin is by far the most common date and mint combination, making it accessible to collectors at prices ranging from just a few dollars to over $100 depending on condition. Another spectacular error is the double die reverse, officially designated FS801, where the reverse die shows clear, unmistakable doubling on the eagle and lettering, and certified examples in MS-65 have sold for $225, while MS-67 specimens can bring $650. Even more valuable are the double die obverse varieties FS101 and FS102, which have sold for $1,750 and $3,000 respectively in MS-65 condition. Other errors to watch for include off-center strikes, where the coin was fed into the press improperly, missing clad layer errors where the copper-nickel outer layer is partially absent, and repunched mint marks where the D was struck twice, slightly offset. If you are lucky enough to find a high-grade 1970 D quarter or a confirmed error, here is exactly how to turn it into cash. Step 1. Never, ever clean your coin. Cleaning destroys the original mint surface and can slash its value by 90% or more. Step 2. Get it authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC, which costs roughly $20 to $40 plus shipping but is absolutely essential for proving the coin is genuine and locking in its grade. For the thin planchet error, weighing the coin is the most reliable way to confirm the error, If it weighs approximately 4.24 grams instead of the standard 5.67 grams, you likely have a genuine dime stock quarter. Step 3. Choose where to sell. For coins valued under $500, eBay is a solid choice, but for certified high-grade specimens or confirmed errors worth thousands, consign to a major auction house like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections, where specialized collectors will compete fiercely for your piece. A local coin dealer can offer you quick cash, but you will typically receive only 50 to 70% of retail value, so save that option only if you need money today. The 1970D Washington quarter is proof that treasure can be found in the most unexpected places, that a coin you might have spent without a second thought could be worth more than most people earn in a week, and that the difference between pocket change and a life-changing fortune is simply knowing what to look for, that thin edge, that doubled eagle, that missing copper layer that separates a 25-cent coin from a $1,000 masterpiece. So dig through those old coin jars, check every 1970 quarter you come across, look for the D-min mark, weigh the coin to check for thin planchet errors, examine the eagle for doubling, and never assume that a common date means a common coin, because the highest quality survivors and the hidden errors are the true buried treasure waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this journey into the hidden world of the 1970D Washington quarter, hit that like button, subscribe to Coins Heritage so you never miss a single treasure hunt, and share this video with a friend who loves checking their pocket change, because you never know who might be holding the next $9,281 quarter. I will see you right back here for the next coin.